Good morning everyone, it's Wendy and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm continuing with my ATC daily challenge. We're up to day 12. Now I'm still using the initial watercolor paper pad. Have almost finished that off and we'll start on some other cards. Today I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do. I had one thing in mind, but I actually came across this stamp. It's from Uniquely Creative, which is an Australian company, and this is just the cutest stamp. So I thought I'm going to incorporate this into a card. It is a little bit busy, but I think I can have a little bit of fun with this. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is actually just apply some white gesso to this page. Okay, so that card has been covered just in the white gesso. The reason, even though it's watercolor paper, the reason I'm putting that white gesso down is just to seal. This paper has been bleeding a little bit. Not been overly happy with the quality of the watercolor pad itself. So just to put this down, the next thing I'm going to use is basically a clear stamp on this stamp, and then I'm going to be using some embossing powder. So the embossing powder I'm actually using is from Colour Blast, which is an Australian based business, and that's available through Be Arty. I thought about using a clear one, but when I actually saw this, it's yellow sprinkles, it's just got hints of gold and things like that. So I'm going to be doing something different today, so hopefully you enjoy this process. Okay, so I've taken it off the pad because I'm going to now add a bit of colour. So happy with the way that this actually turned out. There was a little bit missing, but that is okay because we're going to add some colour to this now. But yeah, that is just beautiful. So the next process, I'm going to be using some more Colour Blast products, and these are their Shimmer Dust, similar to the Brushos. So once again, this is just an Australian brand. You'll see the colours there and you'll think that's the colours they are, but it'll actually give you an indication on the bottom of each tub of what the actual colours actually are. So I don't think the peacock's actually white. From memory, it's a greenish sort of colour. So I've just got my dropper and a little shovel. I'm just going to create a little bit of colour on the side here. So you don't need very much powder at all. I could drop this straight onto the paper. I'm just going to add a little bit at a time. So even this has just a little bit of shimmer going through it. So I'm just going to add a couple of these little colours and just build up. So I've just finished drying that off. I actually like the way that that has turned out. I'm hoping that you can see just the sparkles that are there. It's not only from that gold but from the actual shimmer dust itself. It's just a little bit of catching there. Lovely. So I'm just going to blotch up the ink around me, so I'm not going to waste that, and I'll be back to finish that off. Okay, so just to finish this project off, I'm just going to use this is the Distressed Oxides Ranger with Tim Holtz, and just adding just a bit of colour to the edges. I'm going to do a couple of little different layers here. Just going to allow that to dry just for a moment. Okay, so I'm just going to go around with ink, and this is basically just a graphite ink. It's fast drying. I just love these little ones. I've had these for years and years. So I'm just going to go around with the edge. Just wanted just a bit of a smudginess just to the edges today, rather than a complete finish. I'm just dragging that over the edge just a little bit. And kind of like gives us a soft finish rather than just a harsh edging on it. Okay, that's looking okay. So I'm just going to find something out of the Tim Holtz Ideology pack. Be back in a moment.